Welcome back, team. I have missed you so much and I have a lot to share with you because I'm about to do a 180 on this entire build. Yeah, I know. I'm absolutely terrified and absolutely excited at the same time, but there's really no time for that because I'm about to push myself to the absolute limit. And don't worry, I will explain. Let's go. Oh no. Mistake number one for the year. I just took off so much skin. That may be my biggest injury on the build today. Impress myself with that one. We have liftoff. Oh my gosh, hello house. I have missed working on you so much. All right, today I'm finalizing jobs on the outside of the house. And when I say finalizing, I mean it. My plan is to not really touch the exterior house for the foreseeable future. I know, it's sad. I know there's gonna be some mixed emotions here, just like I'm feeling, but I promise there's a really good reason. I've got one very important job that I need to work on today, and that is getting these steel beams up and welded onto the exterior of my container house, because in the future, they're going to be the rafters for the patio that goes around the entire outside of my container house on this wraparound deck. And you're getting a new Jasmine this year. Would you look at this? I've actually bought some tools to help me with the job. Now, I know you're used to me doing things the hard way, but I thought it's about time I give myself a little bit of grace. So I've actually bought these 2 hand winches to help out with the job today. So I'm actually gonna connect these 2 hand winches to my deck here just with some clamps. And then Bob's your uncle, I should be able to heave up these 8-meter steel beams with ease, right? So I'm going to climb up now and attach these pulleys up to my rafters so I can heave up those steel beams. Sounds pretty simple, right? I lost my little headband for this to put it on my head, so if you hear heavy breathing, sorry, it's because I'm holding it in my mouth. We're up the top. Oh, the joys. And leg to go. Alrighty. We're up, people. Okay, let's start at the further end first, yeah? Yep, I still got it. Let's speed this up, shall we? Oh no. Oh no. Mistake number one for the year. I wasn't meant to bring 2 ropes, I was meant to bring 4 ropes. 2 little ones to tie the pulleys on with. I'll be back. All right, I'm back, team. Now, these steel beams are 8 meters, so I'm trying to work out where the best position to put these 2 pulleys are. Maybe around about here. Oh. The struggle is real. Feels pretty solid. 1 pulley up. All right, should we chuck her? Woo! 1 on, 1 to go. Let's do the next one. Yeah. Geronimo! Let's have a good roll. Now I gotta get back down to this. Commando crawling 8 meters off of the ground backwards onto scaffolding. It's not for the faint-hearted, I tell you. It's a long bloody way down. Success. Just got my niche in. My niche in? Oh, there's... I just took off so much skin off my shin, eh? But I reckon it's better to be missing some skin off the shin than fall off this thing. Like I said, simple. Woohoo! The eagle has landed. That may be my biggest injury on the build to date, which I mean is pretty impressive if you ask me. Look at that, I'm up to the next step already, which is connecting these winches to my rope pulleys I got here. Next step, carrying these massive steel beams around there to hook up to the hand winches. I have not actually carried ones these heavy before, so we'll have to see how that goes. Could have helped myself out by clearing a path first, but you know me. Oh. So, the other ones were 100. Mil wide. These are 150. So a lot bigger, a lot heavier, but I'm doing it. Whew. Thank gosh there's not far to go with these things. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we've got it sorted. The steel is here, the steel is in place. I can get the steel connected. I'm impressed myself with that one. That is a heavy motherfucker. Anyone know what 8 meter, 150 by 50 steel beams weigh? Whew. You can let me know. I would appreciate it. Now, still apart from this, can't find my sling. So we're gonna do a little bush mechanics here. Made a sling. And there we have it, team. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. She's going up in a minute. Great success. Moment of truth. Should we see if we can winch this bad boy up? She's lifted. Hold up, hold up. I've just realised before I go any further, I've made one vital big mistake here. I can't weld it flat in place if it's got those ropes on it. Damn. I'll lower it down and I'm gonna have to weld on some like hooks or something like that and then cut them off at the end. I'm glad I've realised now though. Before I do that though, my girl Django loves to lay in the sun even though it's like 35 degrees today. So I'm gonna go tip some water on her to help her stay cool. And I'll probably grab some too. Good girls. Nice. Good boy. Oh yeah, that'll do the trick, I reckon. One more for good luck though. Let's get these welded on, eh? Alright, slight hiccup, but now we're locked and loaded and ready to go. Let's get this up. We have liftoff. ladder up there so I can see exactly where it is, because I don't know yet like where exactly I'm welding it. So that's why I haven't like wire brushed or like grinded it yet to get all the paint off, because I wasn't sure exactly where it's gonna sit. I'm gonna get a ladder, climb up there now, have a little look-sees, and then see if I need to go a little bit higher. All right, so this is actually perfect, having it at this height right now, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go along here and I'm just gonna grind off all the paint, and then I'm gonna lift it up a bit so that it's kind of sitting on this part here, because I feel like this one's oh my God. Did you see that? That was a wasp. Holy crap balls. He looked pissed. As I was saying, I'll grind this and then I'll bring this up to sit on here, and then I'll be able to grind that a bit and weld it all in place. Capiche? It is time. She is all grinded, so let's raise her up the last little bit. Of course I need a little cool down though before I start welding. Oh! I'm gonna go along and get this welded in as much as possible, because she is just the tiniest bit tacked in at either end now, and I cannot believe that's holding with those tiny little tacks.
It's so damn cold, but I can feel the heat. The night is old, but I'm in the backseat thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. The interstate feels like a checkout lane. Holding on, we can't open that. Someday we'll gain from what we'll lose. From what we'll lose. Ooh, baby. Ooh-wee. These long, long winters have made cold and hungry.
One down, and believe it or not, only about 5-ish to go. I have measured up the steel beam that I need here, and I have connected the pulleys up here, moved them along, and I've got them all set up, ready to go. So I just need to go cut my piece of steel, and we can get her up and finish the backside of the house.
Up my pace, just running from my...
Ta-da! What do you reckon? I love it. I reckon that calls for a lunch break and a quick catch up. Alrighty. I would have a little chat because, well, first of all, I want to hear what you guys got up to over the holidays, because I've missed chatting to you guys. But also, you're probably wondering what I meant by a full 180. So let me know what you did on the holidays in the comments. But let's also discuss what I meant by this full 180. So I know I said I was going to rest over the holidays, which I kind of did a tiny bit, but not too much. I was actually really busy doing quite a few things. I did like 5 courses about like YouTube, about filming, editing. I also worked really hard to try set up subscriptions. So very, very soon, I'm going to release like proper subscriptions all across all of my platforms so that I can bring extra content all week long. That even includes Patreon, and it's going to include early access to my YouTube videos. I even fit in a quick 5-day holiday to the Philippines, which was really last minute. How beautiful is it? Found this really cute Airbnb in a local town, and it was so gorgeous. It was just meant to happen. It was on the beach and it was so beautiful. Since we're discussing my quick trip to the Philippines, I thought I'd give you a travel hack. Have you ever heard of Simify's eSIM? They are my #1 choice for an eSIM for stress-free travel overseas. Simify's eSIMs are basically mobile data for your phone without the physical SIM, so that you can use your phone overseas without the hassle of trying to find a physical SIM when you arrive. Or set up an expensive international bundle with your existing SIM from home. And everything is very easily managed in the Simify app. You can even sort it all out before you even leave your country. You can just download the app, type the country in that you're traveling to, choose the eSIM that you want to purchase. I get unlimited. Choose how many days you want it for. I chose 7. And then buy now. And this is where you can apply my discount code for 15% off your purchase. And then make your payment. The eSIM will then be sent to your email where you can scan the QR code with your phone and activate Simify's eSIM. Then once you land in your travel destination, all you need to do is change over from your current SIM to the Simify eSIM in your phone setting. And it's really as simple as that. All within a couple of minutes, you will have your data and you can enjoy your holiday stress-free. Hands down, Simify's eSIMs have changed my life when it comes to having data and staying connected while traveling overseas. Get your Simify eSIM before you fly, and remember to use my discount code BUILD for 15% off while purchasing. Here's the QR code, or there's a link below in my description. I also did a lot of planing for all my timber. I also did some work on the fascias, so just making the other side of the fascias look pretty. And I did some work on my caravan, which is kind of what set me off on this 180 change on this build, as well as seeing family and friends. As you know, I'm going to be doing a lot of the finishes myself on the house, literally making them from scratch. And so I thought I'd trial it in my caravan shower. And wow, that was a journey. And look, it went really well. I really love my shower. It kind of put everything into perspective for me. What I mean by that is I'm a methodical perfectionist type worker, and I like to do everything in detail and in order. And for me, that meant working on the outside of the house and working inwards. I've been building this house for quite a long time now, over 18 months. And as much as I'm fine with being uncomfortable, which is why I haven't really noticed, however, not everybody is like me, and I realized I really missed hosting. For example, people like my nana or grandparents, they can't come out here just because it's not set up. There's no proper toilet, there's nowhere to really sit. Not only that, but my animals, they can't really come into this place yet. It's still full of steel. So that's where my 180 is coming in from. I've got a new goal, and that is basically to reach electricity and water as soon as possible. So basically to reach occupancy as quickly as I can. So that might mean that finishing touches aren't completely done on the outside, because you don't need that for occupancy, say the plaster on the outside of my house, which is what I realized as I was micro cementing my bathroom, which took around 4 days, and it's tiny. And I was thinking how I plan to make my own plaster to do this entire house in, and I was like, whoa, if I do that now, I don't know how long it's gonna take, because I have no time perception. I think everything is gonna be really, really easy and take no time at all, which I know there might be mixed feelings about that, because I don't like staring at the outside of my house either, and I really wish it did look nice. But I feel like the most important thing at the moment is to reach occupancy and get that electricity and get that water. And that means moving on to the inside ASAP and kind of just leaving the outside of the house until the end. That's it. That's the 180 turn. What do you reckon? In saying this though, I should probably get back to these steel beams. Let's get back to it. Eating during the day is making me feel a bit lazy. I thought this one was going to be harder to carry, because I thought I'd have to carry it all the way around, but I'm thinking I can just slide it over the top here and then slide it onto the deck. What do you reckon? I think that's lined up. It's welding time. You know the drill by now. I got to weld these hooks on and then up she goes. Now I get to wind her up. This is my favorite part. You guys get to skip to the good part, but that took me about 40 minutes just to get that clamped, but I've got it perfectly. One on that end, two on that end, and it is in a beautiful straight line across the bottom of the container there, and that's what we wanted.
Just like you. The all-night diner finally got it today. People leaving town, you know the Zets can't give payday back.
Yeah, look at that. 2 sides down now and only 2 to go, and I'm flying through to the internal work. Time to get the front done with my favourite part, setting up the pulleys. If you can't tell, that was sarcasm. Oh, to be a dog. Oh, to be a dog. Is it very relaxing in the sun there, Bubba Jangos? You just relaxing? All right, team, it's pulley time. You ready to go up? Moving the scaffolding is definitely one of the most time-consuming and one of my least favourite jobs on the build. Both pulleys are attached, and I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait to never use that bloody scaffolding again. Now, you'd think it would be as simple as bringing this one up to join this one, right? You would be wrong, very wrong. Just to keep things interesting, containers have corner castings, which protrude from the rest of the container. And I would have nothing to weld this to if I did that. So it needs to come up and sit on the lip of the container, which makes things very interesting. Now, I'm a bit over welding, so should we make this one quick? Would you look at that? All done. Magic. Actually took me bloody forever. Weld on my hooks, cut my steel, but first, I think the dogs deserve a nice fresh swim because it's a very hot day. Also, as you can probably tell, I have run out of galvanized spray, so I have to get some more of that too. But I mean, fingers crossed it's summer, so hopefully I don't have the problem of rain. I've just realized I should never say that on my property because now it's probably gonna rain and I need to find some wood to knock on. Get in the water? Should we get in the water? Hey, you wanna get in the water? You wanna get in the water? Oh yes, we're ready.
Sunlight dances on the balcony as I wait for thee to come home. I fumble my words, yeah, myself.
We're back and very refreshed, but I'm running out of sunlight, so I need to get up here, I need to put the pulleys in place, and I need to measure up this steel so I can get it done. Let's go.
Into my life and I am glad you came, glad you came. You're not around, I've been broken. Glad you came, glad you came. I was lost till
Very
I
cute.
fell in your eyes.
Very cute. Rise and shine, team. It is a beautiful day. Loving summer so much. Please never leave me. I have just got one side left to tackle today, and it's a shorter side, so you would think it's pretty straightforward, but no. Every side has been different just to keep me on my toes. And as you can see with this side here, I have my underdeck drainage system, so the gutters, will come out. Eventually, these gutters are meant to obviously have downstops on them, just like up on the roof has, and also downpops coming out with little rain chains connected to them, which will go into pots on the deck to collect the rainwater from underneath my deck, which I'll be able to utilize to like water plants and stuff like that. Now, the reason I have not put gutter stop ends on and downpipes yet is because I do not have my decking in place. So as much as I've tried to cover my drainage system with tarps, there's not too much to connect the tarps to. So leaves and all that kind of stuff still gets on the drainage system and then therefore gets into the gutters and everything. So I need to blow it away, and it's just easier without the gutter stops and all that kind of stuff on. So I'm not putting the gutter stops on yet, or the down pops, but it does mean that for my steel beam today, I do need to work around them. But basically, same plan of attack. I'm probably going to be able to cut a piece to go from this end to the first gutter, and then one little piece in between that. As you have probably noticed, I have not been able to cover the corner castings with these bits of steel. And that is because corner castings protrude from the containers. So it makes it quite difficult. My plan is to probably fabricate my own little corner casting covers out of some sheet metal to go over the top. Not exactly sure how yet, but I will be jumping that hurdle soon. It is future Jasmine's problem, lucky her. I've also now got some more galvanized spray, so I also need to spray the front because I haven't been able to protect that yesterday because I didn't have any. Does mean I have a late start today though, so that means I need to kick it into fast forward mode to get this done. So let's get cutting, let's get all these pulleys set up, and let's get all the steel in place so I can get it welded and spray everything up to protect it nicely. Already got this one up yesterday. That's my little pulley. And I just did that by literally throwing it over. So that one's up. I reckon I can climb up the ladder here and get into that roof section there and attach the pulley there. And fingers crossed, that means I can just throw them over this one here for this little piece that's going there too. And I shouldn't need to use the scaffolding. Yay! Oh, mamma mia. Oh my golly. Oh yeah, we're in. Let's hope I can bloody get down. I never think about that before I get up. Should we chuck this down? Geronimo! Whee! Go, sit it on there. Perfect. Okay, now the tricky part. If you've been with me since the day I got the containers, you will remember basically the day after I wanted to get onto the containers and I got up onto the container onto that lower level just there, not onto this second story. Once I got up, I realized that I'd actually like outstretched and kind of like jumped up from the ladder because the ladder wasn't tall enough. I realized, oh my gosh, now I can't get down. And you guys know I'm here alone. So I got stuck up on the containers for a very, very long time. Couldn't get the ladder, was completely stuck. I ended up climbing down the doors that were over there. Like I used these, the door handle things, not from this second story, from the first story down here. And I climbed down the doors and that's how I got down. Then on another occasion, I was up on this second story and my ladder slid down from there and then I could not get down. And my dad had to I was up here for 5-6 hours or something, the entire day basically. And my dad eventually had to come rescue me. And he had to pass up a ladder from down there, all the way up here so that I could get down. So now I'm a little bit worried and I'm a bit scared to look to see if I've done this to myself again. Let's just have a look and, oh no, I really hope I haven't done this again. You would think I learned from my mistakes, but no. All right, I reckon, yeah, no, I think that's fine, eh? Yeah, it is fine, you know what? Because I hadn't built the deck before. The deck has added, yeah, okay, we're right. I think I'm gonna be right. Far out, Brussels sprout. Oh my gosh. See, my foot doesn't even fit in that gap. It's a very small gap. I really hope I can reach this. Oh boy. Oh, okay. We've got it. We've got it. Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got it. We've got it. Can I grab on some? Nope. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. How am I gonna get you now? Come here. I've done it. My pulley's in place. No scaffolding needed. Let's wind up these last bits of steel, eh? Up she goes. It's looking good to me. I am up to my lucky last piece. Lucky last, lucky last. Okay, we are up. I just have to get up there and rearrange it and then I'm good to go. And that is it. They are all up and looking schmick, if I don't say so myself. I have down this end, because it did not reach the corner casting, which is what they're welded to, put like a little plate that comes out, which I think is working fantastically. Now I do need to spray them with my protective spray, but first. So this is my little quad bike watering setup that I've got going on to water all my plants, because basically it sucks while walking around with watering cans. But it's also what I use to wet the dogs when it gets really hot, and me. So I'm just gonna give them a little soaking. Good boy, you ready? Is that nice? Nice and wet? Your dog's all nice and cool? You all nice and cool now you had your soaks? All nice and cool? Ready to play with Stick? She too fast, old man. She too fast. He's 12 now, hey? And Django's gonna be turning 7 in 1 month. I cannot play though, my job is not done.
I was born in the river one day, watch me clean and cold. Oh Lord, I won't come home till the river runs dry, my friend. I was born in the mountain air, it shook me to its peaks. Oh Lord.
Oh my God, I'm finally done. It is all completed. I've got all the rafters up the entire way around the house, which means in the future, when I'm ready to set up my patio roof that goes around the wraparound deck, I won't have to do anything. The rafter will be there. My posts can go where the decking posts are, so I'm having log posts that you've seen I've put into the shed so they're drying, and they'll be installed on the deck. A few more rafters, Bob's your uncle. I think it's bloody time for knock off and a beer on the roof to end off the week on a high note. Let's go grab a beer. Beer o'clock is definitely without a doubt my favorite time of the day. Let's head up to the roof. Cheers.
Oh Lord, I won't come home till the river runs dry, my friend. I was born in the earth by hand, plucked out like a fruit. Oh Lord, I won't come home till the seed becomes a tree. I was born in the ocean's depths, made my way up the air. And oh Lord, I won't come home till I'm one with these old seas. No